All right, guys. So, excuse my pants because you're going to see them here in a little bit, but I've got thin set on them from building something that y'all be seeing coming up here in a little bit. I recorded a video unboxing my new holster here for my Staccato P, and I started thinking, I have not done a video yet on how I set my holster up whenever I get it for the first time, because I know that there's probably a lot of people out there that have purchased holsters and have worn holsters, but I don't think people realize whenever you order something from Tier 1 Concealed like this, you have a lot of customization options, and you have the ability to fit it to exactly what you need it to be, like where you want your wedge, how high you want the wedge, how high you want your clips, what kind of a cant do you want. So I'm going to take you through kind of what I do whenever I set up my first holster. Let me show you. So basically what I'll do is I'll take the holster, I'll feel what the tension is like whenever I first get it, because when you start putting it around your putting it in between you and your belt, it gets tighter. So if you have a snug tension here, it's going to get even more snug when you put it in your pants. And the first thing I do is, where is the claw in relation to my belt? Well, I really need the claw up a little bit higher because I want all of it to be on my belt. Make sure everything's canted the right way. Make sure the claw is in a good position. Make sure that the pistol is in a good position in relativity to where your abdomen is, so you can conceal it better. So I'm going to thread lock all of these screws because they're going to back out. But also, then we're going to witness these screws. There's a potentiality that you may have to re-witness them ever so often, because remember, there's going to be a lot of fabric brushing up and down on this stuff. But if you have at least somewhat of a witness mark as to where these are, you'll know if one or two or three start to back out a little too much. So, knock that down. So we'll witness these. Bam. Good chow. Alright. And I'm just going to put the cap back on because these markers can be really finicky for some reason. Okay. And one might ask, why do you do this? Well, as I was talking about earlier, screws can back out. And something that you may not realize is, depending on the holster that you have purchased in the past, is that when these back out, they I have had the claw fall apart while I was out on the range using it. And one time I had it fall apart before I even not even actually using it. It was on my person whenever I had it go to pieces on me. Locker down there, and then a little thread locker in there. Bingo. Or we'll screw that back in there like this. You do stuff like this, and I'll be honest with you, I've just started doing witness marks on my screws and stuff. This is not something that I do all the time. Something I'm still kind of getting used to. If you were to go, oh, this dude has been doing it all his life, you'd be lying, because I haven't done it all my life. I just tricked you and pretended like I did all my... No, I'm just kidding. So this one is going to be the big one. This is going to be our tensioner screw. And if you ask me why I have a flashlight on my CCW, doesn't that weigh more? Yes, it does. But yeah, it feels good here. It's on me. I'm kind of debating if it's too loose or not. And I haven't put my, yep, that's good right there. Okay. Okay, all right, so we got everything witnessed, all right, and everything has been Loctited. The next thing that we have to look at here is going to be my wedge. I always think you should have a wedge on your pistol if you are trying to conceal. So, let's see here. Where does it need to be? Right. Good shirt. All right, so right here is where the bottom of this needs to be. If you want to be able to switch these around, then just get some Velcro, and then you can just pull it off, put it on. So now we got to figure out the best point to get as much contact as possible here, because this is not a very level surface. Probably should have gotten the thin wedge. And something that I do when I get a wedge is I will immediately conceal it so it, you know, adds all that extra pressure. All right. So there you go. That is how I set up my pistol, all of my concealed carry pistols, and that should, everything should be, yeah, it looks a whole lot better. If y'all made it this far, thanks for watching, and hope y'all enjoyed the video. Hope you found it interesting. Hope you found it informative, and yeah, y'all have a great rest of your day.